Hallo, willkommen zurück zu The Zodiac Trial. Letztes Mal haben wir unsere Nachforschungen im Falle vergifteter Ochse weitergemacht und wir haben Snake befragt und Dog. Snake hat uns ein bisschen was erzählt über ein bestimmtes Gift, und zwar das Gift, nachdem das benannt wurde. Ich hab's vergessen, wie es heißt. Ich bin ein Genie. Aber er hat uns erzählt, es geht dabei um eine Art Wette, dass ein Billionär dir vorschlägt, du sollst Gift trinken, und zwar am Tag, nach dem Tag, wo du Geld kriegen sollst dafür. Und wenn du ihm sagen kannst, dass du es machen wirst, mit voller Überzeugung, dann kriegst du das Geld. Aber das ist möglich, weil kein Mensch würde das machen, nachdem er das Geld bekommen hat. Denn das wäre dumm von der Person. Das Geld hast du ja schon, also es gibt keinen Grund dafür. Daher ist es ein unlösbares Dilemma, so gesehen. Und danach hat Doc mit uns geredet und er hat uns von seinem Chef erzählt, nachdem wir ihn in einem falschen Spiel würfeln geschlagen haben, denn eine 5 hat er gewürfelt und eine 6 habe ich geraten und das war richtig. Ja! Er wollte uns betrügen. Natürlich. Typischer Dog. Auf jeden Fall war anscheinend der Polizeichef ein bisschen komisch drauf und während des Falls von dem Vater von unserem Jade Emperor, von Brian. Und das ist seltsam. Danach trafen wir Ochse und jetzt sind wir in der Cafeteria, denn Ochse hat ein Announcement zu machen. Ein Treffen einberufen. Mal gucken, was dieses Treffen bringt. Then I went to the cafeteria with Dragon. Dog, bunny, pig, horse, sheep, and monkey were all there. Separately from the group, Ox stood. Mouse, Dragon, how kind of you to join us here. Oh, don't mention it. I can't help but notice we are missing some people. I wasn't able to look at Snake's group in a quick fashion. However, I believe that this should be enough. So, what are we doing here? Ask him. Horse gestured to Ox. He is clearly the one running the show. Right. Ox, I don't mean to be pushy, but could you tell us why you gathered us here? Well, first off, I thought we all already agreed to meet up in the cafeteria anyways. Oh, that's right. We did say that. Sorry, I kinda forgot. We did too. Just totally slipped our minds. Whoops, how clumsy. Whatever. As many of you know, a trinket has been used on me. At the end of this round, I will be executed. No! However, I can still survive if I find out who poisoned me. Really? Das klang viel sein sollte. But how are you even possibly going to figure out who poisoned you? Do you know already? Are you psychic? Ox breathed a sigh with heavy responsibility. I have spent much of my life acting as a leader, a reformer. Even back in middle school, I turned my class of delinquents into model students. I grew up in the rough part of Hightower. I saw how out of control it was, and that's why I became a prosecutor. By helping to shape the judicial system, I could help control society. It's admittedly a hard and uneven job. Control is a difficult thing to maintain, but it has to be maintained, or else people will fall to their vices. That's a natural progression of things. With that in mind, I will be now taking control of this group. Oh, cool. Nicht cool. Mayday, mayday, mayday. As he said this, Ox pulled out a pistol with a silencer. Whoa, what the hell? Where did you get that? On the second floor. It was hidden particularly well in one of the classrooms. It is disturbing to me that I was able to find it, and make me worry that It is disturbing to me that I was able to find it, and makes me worried what else may be stored in this building. However, none of that particularly matters at this point. After all, a mere pistol elevates me to being the biggest threat in the room. What are you going to do with that? Perhaps this is selfish of me, however. I do not wish to die yet. If I can live by killing my poisoner, then that's what I should do. So then, let's begin. Ox, hold on a minute. Do you know who poisoned you? Admittedly, I'm not yet clear on the culprit's identity. However, that won't stop me from trying to save myself. What does it mean? It means I'll have to take some guesses. Hold on, is he just going to start killing people willy-nilly? You maniac. Ox, hey buddy, you can't just do something like that. Ox, you're not seriously going to just start killing people at random, are you? Mouse, surely you'd understand. I'm not going to simply guess at random. There are many basic deductive practices I can use to narrow a suspect down. For instance, Horse, being as strong as he is, has no need to resort to such technical tricks. Sheep has been scared, and consequently has spent most of her time in the presence of someone else, limiting the time she could have found the trinket. Dog lacks strong convictions, so he wasn't gripped to life so desperately. Combining all the factors, the most likely candidate for the poisoner, and the first ever kill. Oh! Ox aimed the gun toward Bunny. It's you, Bunny. Ox! You can't be serious about this, can you? Logically speaking, you're the most likely suspect. You can't just say that! I apologize for this, Bunny. In an instant, Bunny's face hardened. I'm not going to let you just kill me like this. He pulled a knife out of his back pocket and dodged to the left. Ox fired, but Bunny had already gotten out of the way. I turned around and realized Bunny had moved behind me, using me as something of a shield. Then he rushed at me. No, not me. The person behind me. Which would be Dragon? The thing about being shot in the head is that the moment you start to wonder where the sound came from, you stop wondering about it. It's almost peaceful. Wow! Wieso ich? Warum ich? Finding the poisoner will be a difficult task. Correctly interpreting the Jade's Emperor hints even harder. If completely devoid of hints, Ox will try to take his best guess. This will not be a particularly effective tactic, but interrogation the right people may lead to a more fruitful outcome. Okay, dann gucken wir mal da. Was waren genau die Tipps, die wir bekommen haben vom Jade Emperor? Da. Okay. Mal gucken. Okay. Ich muss mal gucken, wo es steht hier genau. Okay. Okay. Warte, warte, ich will den Tipp hören. Ich muss doch weiter vorn gehen, oder wo? Wie hoch muss ich gehen dafür? Waren wir das schon? Ah, da. Okay, da steht's. Da steht's. It's said, you've been poisoned. Your veins are now infected with Kafka's toxin. This deadly venom will kill you at the end of the next round. Your only chance for survival is to drink the antidote. What is the antidote, you may ask? Blood from the dead body of the one who poisoned you. Das steht da nur? Das mehr nicht? Okay, mal gucken. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Es gibt keinen anderen Tipp. Das ist doch kein Tipp. Das ist gar nichts. You really need a kick in the teeth. I was looking forward to seeing how hamster footer like you would hold up in this place. And now, it looks like your death will be caused by a tool of corruption. The one who carried out a malicious cover-up and killed my dad. How's that for irony? Anyways, I should leave you to your little mystery. Figure out who poisoned you, or don't, and die. I'm hoping for the latter. Ciao. Okay. Ich glaube, wir können mal... Snake haben wir schon gehabt. Snake hat einen guten Tipp gehabt an sich, ja, aber ich gehe mal zu Tiger. Weil die haben wir noch nicht. How about we try and talk to Tiger? She might have something useful to say. Might be a word to focus on, huh? I'm but sure. I don't got a bad idea, so why not? We're in agreement then. Oh, verdammt, ich weiß die Stimme von ihr nicht mehr. With the target in mind, we left to talk to Tiger. After a bit, we ran into her on the second floor. She was searching a classroom all by herself. Mouse, Dragon, good to see you two. How's the trinket searching going? It could be going better. I'm sure it will be. By the way, not that I mind to visit, but is there a reason you two are here? Hold on a second. Tiger, where's Snake and Rooster? Those two? They're searching the classroom next door. You're not all staying as a group? We are mostly staying as a group. But everyone needs a bit of space, you know. I don't think we need 3 people to be searching the same room. But there's a reason, Dad. You know what? Never mind. Getting back to what I came here to say, I have to ask you something, Tiger. Do you know anything about Kafka's toxin? Kafka's toxin? Tiger's face was blank with confusion. A single phrase and I could tell she didn't know what we were talking about. Figures. Well, even if it was a dead end, there were actually 2 avenues to try and explore. You know what? Bad question, forgot to ask. Okay, forgotten. What I really wanted to ask you is if you know anything about corruption. Corruption? We have reason to believe there was some foul play involved somewhere in the case with Brian's dad. Do you know anything about that? Foul play? No, I don't know much about that. Are you talking about in the events before Brian's dad became a murderer? Or about how the trial was handled? Either, both? We are not really sure. That's pretty vague, Mouse. I know, I'm sorry. I was pretty uninvolved in all of this stuff. If I had to say anything, I guess I'd tell you to look at the chief prosecutor. I actually had a bit of legal trouble in the past. I met with the chief prosecutor, and let me tell you, that lady was ferocious. The chief prosecutor pretty much has complete authority over all criminal trial matters, prosecution side. I would think if there was foul play, it would have something to do with that. Oh, but you're a law student, aren't you, Mouse? So I guess this is pretty much all old news to you. It's still nice to hear. You're in trouble with the law? Seriously? No, crazy story. Definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Good thing for one of my friends was good friends with the chief of police. That really smoothed things out. Chief of police? What does that have to do with anything? You don't know? The chief prosecutor and chief of police are incredibly close. It's beyond a working relationship. I think they're close friends or something. Anything the chief of police wants, the chief prosecutor can handle and vice versa. That sounds like corruption. Of course it's corruption. Fucking pigs. I think it's nice to be loyal to your friends. Anyways, I know this was all probably useless, but that's best I can say. I actually think that was pretty helpful, Tiger. Thanks for talking. No problem. If you mind me asking, why are you trying to figure this out? Let's just say there's a pretty immediate need to sort this stuff out. Until we can clear some stuff up, our minor trinket hunt has gotta be put on ice. On ice? There's ice involved? It's an espresso, moron. Alright. God, y'all must go for brains, huh? Whatever. Come on, Mouse, we're done here. Thanks for the info, Tiger. Good luck on your search for minor trinkets. Good luck with the searching for whatever you're searching for.
So süß.
And like that, Dragon and I returned to the classroom we came from to debrief. What a waste of time. I don't think so. What? The Tiger talk about the chief prosecutor really opened your eyes? It might have. At any rate, I didn't know about the connection between her and the chief of police. That could be relevant. Maybe. Man, who wouldn't thought Tiger had legal troubles in the past? It is surprising. I wonder what that's about. Who knows? Crazy. Dragon rolled her neck. She took out a silver lighter with the red dragon emblem on it, began spinning it around in her fingers. God, if ever there was a time for a smoke, it'd be now. I wish I had some cigarettes on me. You know those are horrible for your health, right? Oh, really? I think you're the first person to tell me that. Sorry. There are already enough occupational hazards to my health. I don't think the rest of smoking really tipped the scale that much. She lit the lighter and stared at the flame for a bit. That's a neat lighter. It was my boyfriend's. You have a boyfriend? I had one. Oh. Did you break up with him? Dragon unlit the lighter and put it in a pocket. He's not with us anymore. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That's fine. I'm over it. But you know, I still got these thoughts. If I hadn't let those damn goblins get up a pity. Scorpions? You know, Mouse, all of life is a struggle over control. Who has what amount of it? If you're not controlling other people, you're being controlled. And if you don't actively try and gain control, it's your fault when you're powerless later in life. Life is a fight that never stops. Let him in a fight for a second, and your opponent can gain ground. In its spirit, the more time we stand here talking about Jack All, the more time the person gets to make their next move. Come on, let's get back to investigation. Sure thing. As for who to investigate next. Wir hatten Bunny noch nicht, deswegen Bunny. Let's go try and talk to Bunny. Bunny, huh? I guess it wouldn't be so bad of an idea. But are we sure he's actually gonna give us any useful information? Even if he does know something, I bet he'll be evasive about it. Well, this is where you come in, right? If you think he's being shady, you just have to come in and apply some good old-fashioned pressure. I bet if you get up in his face, he'll fall in an instant. I'm not sure things will get smooth, eh? What the hell? Not like we've got a better plan. That's the spirit. That. That. And so we began to look for where Bunny was searching. Eventually, we stumbled across him on the 3rd floor. He was investigating his student comments. He and Pig were looking around together, while Dog searched at the other side of the room. We approached Bunny and Pig. Hey Bunny, Pig. Mouse! Noticing us, Bunny walked over and stood right next to Pig. Oh, hi guys. What brings you around here? Yeah, why are you here? Can we just be checking to see how you're doing? Of course you can, we'd love that. But Ox isn't with you, and you're not looking for the trinkets. Isn't it, super weird? You've got us, Pig. We're actually here to talk to you about something pretty important. You see, someone used a really scary trinket on Ox. He's going to die unless we can figure out who used it. You don't say. Really? Well, gosh, that just sounds horrible. Who would do something that evil? Who wouldn't do something that evil? Yeah, who? Whoever did something like this should be ashamed of themselves. How evil. How villainous. I just wanted to ask if you two knew anything about this. Know something? Us? Sorry to say, but we've just been focusing on finding my trinkets. Irgendwie traue ich Pig nicht. We don't know anything about what you're talking about. What Bunny said. We know nothing about any trinkets or poison or anything. So you don't really need to bother us about it. Well... What do you know about corruption in the Morris case? Yes! Corruption in the Morris case? It didn't exist. Really? You're telling me everything was by the books? As far as I'm concerned, yeah. Look, I was the cop who arrested that killer Morris. And I made that accusation based off a solid trail of reliable evidence. After the arrest, other members of the force found more evidence and involved witnesses came forward. We ended up making a rock-solid case against him. For some reason, Morris wanted to take it to trial, and when he did, he lost. It was all incredibly standard. So you don't know anything funky about it? Well, it was a high-profile case, but I don't think that really affected anything. And you, Pig? Corruption? What of it? Well, I guess I did notice there was something of a medial bias against Miss Morris. The conversation on the internet almost seemed, I don't want to say forced, but forced maybe? Oh, but of course I had nothing to do with that. All my pieces were written honestly and fairly, based off the information I had. Of course. Okay, well, if that's all you guys can think of, then I guess that's it. Good luck searching for trinkets. And good luck with this whole ox problem. I hope you guys are able to work it out. We'll just keep searching for trinkets for when this is over, right, Pig? Yeah, what Bunny said. Mouse, are we really living like this? We've asked all that we can. We shouldn't waste any more time. Ich dachte, du wolltest die dabei haben, damit sie redet. Nutz sie doch auch. Was soll das? With that, Dragon and I went back to the classroom. That could have gone better. I know we were getting anything useful. Just to know nothing about anything. What a waste of time. I still think that Pig was acting kind of weird. Maybe that's just how she acts sometimes. I think you're overthinking that. It's best for us to just keep looking. Dragon sighed. She drummed her fingers on the neighbor cabinet. What's that time looking like? Well, it's definitely the 5th round already. But there's still a bit of time before the zone ends. We have a bit more time to investigate. And after that, we're going to have to come to choice. You mean about killing someone? You know, if we're wrong, we're just going to be committing a murder for no reason. The person who poisoned Ox has to be one of the traitor's the person who poisoned Ox has to be one of the traitor's personalities, right? If we do nothing, we're just letting that person take one more step towards their objective. We aren't going to be able to get through this without any violence. We just need to make sure that this violence is directed towards the right targets, so there can be as little of it as possible. Damn, that's cold-blooded. I didn't think you had it in you. How's wanting the fewest number of deaths to occur cold-blooded? Maybe cold-blooded ain't the right word for it. It's pragmatic. It's a very realistic take on the situation. I was just worried you were going to be one of those happy who we need to get everyone out alive types. I mean, I would like it if everyone could get out alive. Yeah, well, that ain't happening. Not with things like this. I guess you're right. You said we had some more time to investigate? Yeah. Alright dann, where should we go? Okay. Ich glaube, wir gehen nach zu Dog nochmal, weil Dog hatte ja Informationen zu dem Officer. Aber das machen wir im nächsten Part erst, denn die Zeit wird langsam knapp für uns, ja. Und das heißt, wir werden auch das nächste Treffen in der Cafeteria sehen. Und vielleicht unseren zweiten Tod durch Erschießen. Ja! Wer weiß. Aber der Tipp war nicht gut. Einfach nur, ja, Corruption. Na gut, wir haben ein bisschen was rausgefunden, ein bisschen. Aber durch Tiger was Komisches irgendwie. Mal gucken. Wir finden es raus. So, dann bis nächsten Mal. Tschüss.